Hey everyone, how are you doing today? Hope you're having an absolutely wonderful day. Today is time to update my Shop My Stash. Lately I've been doing this about once a month. I like to do this to help myself rotate through some more seasonal makeup items. I know that if I don't pull out certain things, I will forget that I have them and I won't use them. Especially this time of year, this is when I need to pull out all my peachy blushes, my more pink lip products. Those are the types of things that I don't really use other times of the year. So summertime, I'm like, I gotta use this stuff. And the Shop My Stash I found is the best way for me to make sure that I rotate through all my things. So first I'm gonna go through all the stuff that I am putting away, and then I will show you all the stuff that I'm pulling out for the next month or so. Today's tea of the day is a beautiful matcha latte. I'm really happy with this particular one. It got all nice and foamy. I don't know if you can see how foamy it is. I'm so happy. Shall we start with eyeshadow? So the eyeshadow that I'm wearing today, it was part of my Shop My Stash. I am wearing these two greens from Makeup Geek, and also this shadow that was like in my Panloun's eyeshadows project. I also did use the top row. This is the Orange Blossom Trio. I depotted them thinking that I might use them more often if they were just in with the rest of my singles. I don't know if that's actually the case, if it's working, but I do like being able to put them into a palette like this. But anyway, I do have a picture wearing this trio. Every time I use the Kaja shimmers, they really are something special. They have such an ultra fine glitter to them. They give you that wet look on the eyelid with no chunky glitter. It just seems very refined. Like, I always love my look when I'm wearing the shimmers, and I think the Orange Blossom Trio is my favorite trio from them. And then, like I said, I'm wearing the greens today. I didn't get to my little row of yellow shadows here in the bottom, so these are going to stay in my Shop My Stash here. Once I finish talking about all the things I had out this past month, I'm going to redo this palette and I will show it to you. Oh, I should quick swatch this. I realized that someone was telling me they were disappointed I didn't swatch this last time. I am sorry. I'm gonna quick do that. There we go. So this was the 9-pan, like the worst swatching job ever. Like, so this was the Kaja Orange Blossom Trio. These are the two Makeup Geek shadows, my Panloun's eyeshadows. It's depotted shade from an e.l.f. palette. And then these are the shadows that are going to be staying in. This is a Glam Shop one here in the middle. It's very, very sparkly. This is a Sydney Gray shade. No, wait. This is a Sydney Gray shade, and this is a depotted Natasha's Denona shade. The other palette that I had out to use was my new Pat McGrath Divine Rose palette. I went through this pretty extensively in my last speed reviews video, so I'm not going to go through the whole thing again. I will, however, show you some looks. I did take some pictures, and my general overall thought is that I do really enjoy it. I don't think it's my perfect color story, but I am pretty impressed with some of the formulas in here, especially this glitter. This glitter stays on my eyes like no other. It's insane, and I did like every look that I made with this palette. I just realized I called that shadow a glitter. It's not an actual glitter. It's just extremely sparkly, and it actually stays on my eyes without a glitter glue, which is mind-boggling. Lip products I'm going to be putting away. This Rare Beauty Stay Vulnerable, what's this called? The glossy lip balm, or I can't remember, but it's like a liquid lip balm. And I have the shade Nearly Apricot. I'm actually wearing this today over a pink lip liner, and I love the formula of this. It is so nice. If I didn't have such a large collection of glosses I was trying to finish, this would be one of those formulas where I would want several more colors. Anyway, I'm putting this away. Really pleasant. And I did actually wear this Wet n Wild Cloud Pout. I did not know if I would. It's such a bright color. I feel like when I first got it, I was so mad at myself. I'm like, why did I buy? I mean, it doesn't look that bright pink, but on my lips, I feel like it looks so pink. But I actually really enjoyed wearing it this month. It felt very springy, and I felt like it actually looked appropriate anyway. So anyway, that was really pleasant to use. And I also did use my YSL Rouge Volupte Shine in the shade Rose Dentel. This is such a balmy, elevated formula. I was about to use the word bougie. I don't know, I've not really been a person to use that word before, but it does just feel nice when you use it. It does have a very pleasant fruity smell. Highlighters, I had pulled out my Becca highlighter in the shade Rose Quartz. Why can't I get this open? I did use it at least one time. I'm gonna put it away. I don't really wear pink highlighter that often. Oh, I love my Nabla highlighter. I'm gonna put this away as well. Some cream eyeshadows that I pulled out. I wore this one. This is my Phytosurgence Flash Fluorescence in the shade Chilled Cherry. I wore this in a video. If you guys are ever wondering like what I'm wearing in a video, I do try to always put that down in the description box. I think I was wearing this in the last one that went up. My Ulta Bouncy Cream Eyeshadow in the shade Italian Ice. This is another one, whenever I use it, I'm so surprised at how pretty it is. Very, very smooth, very, very small micro glitters, kind of like an elevated feeling, kind of elevated look when you use it. Really, really pleasant. This one I find does want to crease on me though. It's just a very soft, smooth, slippery formula, but it's the type of formula that I can just kind of tap out on my lid. Let's talk blushes. Some of these I didn't get to use as much as I wanted, so I'm gonna keep some of them out. Some of them I will be putting away. So let's talk about the ones I'll be putting away for now. First of all, the one I'm wearing today. I'm kind of hopeful that you guys can actually see it. This blush is much more sheer than I expected. So this is from Fenty. This is the cream style, Freestyle Cheeks Out Cream Blush. This is one of the special edition shades that was released in like a special limited edition set. It looks so bright orange in the pan, but I haven't tried other shades from this formula. Are the other shades just as sheer as this one? Because I feel like I loaded up on my finger, I tapped it, and then when I went in with a stippling brush, I feel like it really sheared out. And on camera, I do feel like you can't see sometimes makeup as well as in person. In person, you can tell that I have a really pretty little peach blush moment going on here. Maybe I should put on a little bit more. Yeah, let's do that. Let's just add a little bit more. This is one of those blushes that surprised me because, like I said, it looks so bright, but once you actually put it on, it's more wearable than you'd think. And on me, it doesn't look nearly as orange. And in the pan, it definitely turned more pinky peach. Add a little bit more. Yeah, I really like that. But definitely let me know. Are the other colors just as sheer as this one? I've been thinking I want to do a sheer blush video. And since this one was limited edition, I don't think you can currently get it. I don't know if I want to mention this unless the other shades are just as sheer as this. So anyway, if you have other shades of this, please let me know. This shade in particular also definitely has some shimmer in it. I didn't wear a highlight at all because I felt like there was enough of a shimmer in the blush, but I do think it's really, really pretty. A blush that I feel like I rediscovered, and like literally the whole reason why I want to do a sheer blush video coming up. So I pulled out this one from Neutrogena. This is the Healthy Skin Blush in the shade Rosy. And I did swatch this for you last time, but I just want to quick swatch it for you again because it looks like hardly anything. Like it's very, very, very sheer, and it does have a distinct glow to it as well. But it's one of those blushes where you put it on and you're kind of like, oh yeah, it's a blush. And then all of a sudden you're like, ooh, that's perfect. Like it's really, really nice if you have quite pale skin. There's just something about this. And I feel like, again, like I rediscovered a little hidden gem in my collection. I'm so glad I pulled this out. And yeah, definitely video coming up in which this will be featured. Some blushes that will be staying out. My Flower Beauty Blush Balm in the shade Pinched because this is in a project. Same with this Profusion Liquid Blush in the shade Rosé, also in a project. I'm going to put away my MAC Glow Play Blush in the shade, I always forget, So Natural. Love this. I could have this out all the time. Absolute love. I'm gonna put away my Floss cheek and lip tint in the shade Sandals. Also my Merit Beauty cheek color in the shade Cheeky. I always enjoy using this. So pretty. Really, really like it. Two that I think I'm gonna keep out just because I didn't use them as much as I wanted was my Glossier Cloud Paint in the shade Beam and my Colourpop Heart Blush in the shade My Type. I'll quick show you. Yeah, it's like a bright pink. Two others I was testing was my Natasha Denona Puff Paint in the shade Daria and my Danessa Myricks Vision Flush in the shade Bread and Butter. Again, I went through these in a speed reviews video, so I'm not going to spend too long on them, but I do think I have pictures that I'll put up to show you. Beautiful formulas. Love them. Okay, so we're finally to the part where I'll show you all the stuff that I have pulled out to put out on my vanity to make sure that I get some use out of. I'm super excited about this. Let's start with eyeshadow. So I took out the shadows that I did use in the past month, left the ones in that I haven't. And this is what I have now. It looks so colorful, doesn't it? I love doing something fun like this sometimes. I really have to be in the mood for colorful shadows, and I think that's why I love singles so much. I don't have to have a full palette after palette of colorful singles. I can just have, you know, the colors that I want. So anyway, up here, this is a Glam Shop shadow. I'm gonna have to put the name of it on the screen. Glam Shop is Polish, and so a lot of their names I don't know them. I can't understand them. This is an old Makeup Geek shadow, the shade Daydreamer, and this is another Glam Shop shadow, purple one here. This is that same shade from the Pan Those eyeshadows that I'm working on. This is another Glam Shop shadow. This is a depotted Natasha Denona shade, Sydney Grace Elegance, Glam Shop, and depotted Natasha Denona. So like I have my purple row, my orange and blue row, and my yellow row. I'm planning on doing a get ready with me, so hopefully we will get to see these in action. And I'm probably pulling out way too much eyeshadow, but I got kind of excited. When I'm in the mood to wear colorful eyeshadow, I'm like, ooh, I gotta pull out my stuff. I pulled out my Kaleidos Lunar Lavender palette. Now, I think I've mentioned a few times how I've been a little disappointed with the matte purples, especially this lighter lilac one, because on my eye, it turns quite pink. But the reason why I still love this palette so much is the shimmers right here. They're absolutely stunning. Let's quick do this. My hand is so sparkly from washing off those Kaja shadows. Like you can see, my hand is so sparkly. All right, let's do this. I swatched those way too gently. Let's get some more here. The shimmers in this palette are kind of topperish, and they're not really showing up very well in this light, which is unfortunate because they're absolutely stunning. You can see that they're kind of that wet look effect though. So pretty. It has been a little bit of time since I pulled this palette out, so I'm excited to get some use out of it. I'm also gonna pull out the OG Norvina palette. Again, it's been a while since I have pulled this one out as well, and I was just lamenting in one of my past videos that I feel like I don't use it enough, so I am very, very happy to pull this out as well. I'm obviously in kind of a purple mood, like I'm wanting to wear purple eyeshadow. I realized that I, again, did not swatch my new palette for you. Let me do that real quick. Okay, here we go. Look, I'm just so excited now after swatching these out. I did pull quite a few like topperish shadows and I am just living for it right now. This one is crazy. In camera, it does not look purple, but in person it is straight up like lilac glitter. Crazy how that works out. And then the yellow one and the teal one up here, like I'm just so excited for that color story. I'm also gonna pull out some potted shadows, so my Natasha Denona Chroma Crystal in the shade Peach, I think. Yeah, Peach. I feel like I'm probably gonna have this out all summer. This is the type of shade that I just want to wear all summer long. And it does have very beautiful glitters in it. Micro glitter, so it again has that wet look. I'm also going to pull out a MAC paint pot in the shade Vintage Selection. This is just a very low-key, like easy to wear, kind of barely there shade. I always feel like it does look like more when you swatch it versus when you put it on your lid, but it is very, very pretty. Ooh, I forgot to mention, I haven't been mentioning foundations because right now I'm panning a foundation that is like my main focus. Last month, I told you guys that I was going to be trying out the Makeup Forever HD Skin. I got a sample of it. Again, in the speed reviews, I mentioned how that did not work out for me. That was a very sad thing, but I have another sample I'm gonna try. So this is from Estée Lauder. I've actually never tried like the classic double wear foundation. I have a sample of the sheer double wear foundation and I'm using the shade 1N1. We'll see how this works out. You know, I will let you know. Highlighter, I'm pulling out my MAC Double Gleam. It is, glorious as always, absolutely stunning. For blush, in addition to the ones that I am keeping out from my last rotation, I'm also gonna pull out a single blush from Sydney Grace. This is the shade Belle of Georgia. It's a very, very, very light peach. So that is how that one looks. And I have this little single blush from Dome Beauty. I never hear anyone talk about them and I never see them mentioned anywhere, but I got this blush in an Ipsy bag years ago and I love this blush. It's the perfect shade. It's getting a little old where I'm starting to feel like I should probably find a dupe for it and buy it in like a new formula, but I have not been able to get rid of this. It has survived many a declutter and it is the perfect sheeny pink, soft texture. Anyway, I'm pulling that one out. I also have a Nude Sticks lip and cheek pencil in the shade Belle. I sheared it out a little bit so you can see how that one looks. And then also from Beauty Pie, the, what do we call this? The Super Cheek in the shade Bare Blush. Just trying to get, you know, different tones available for the month. So as always, I have so much blush pulled out, but I like wearing a different blush every day. I can't help it. Moving on to lip products, again, I'm gonna pull out some colors from my stash that I normally wouldn't wear that are definitely plain summer colors for me, including some colors that I'm not sure if I even like on myself. So this one from Undone Beauty, this is the Matte Talk. What's this called? Just Matte Talk, I think. Yeah, in the shade Velveteen. And the first time I tried this, I think it was in a Get Ready With Me, and I really didn't care for it on myself. I felt like it just really clashed on my skin tone for some reason. But I like the formula, and I want to give it more of a chance now that it's springtime. I felt the same way about this Honest Beauty liquid lipstick. I have the shade Happiness. Pretty pink. It's pretty bright. We'll see how it goes. This Colourpop Ultra Blotted Lip in the shade Doozy, which is this one. The NYX Butter Gloss in the shade Sorbet. This is one that I don't mind wearing. I figured it would just be a good time of year to pull this out. That is that one. And then a Fenty gloss that came in a set with that very peach blush I showed you earlier. This is the shade Peach Pout in the cream formula, which I find to be quite lovely. I know I've mentioned this before. I'm gonna mention it again. If you don't like the scent of the original Gloss Bomb formula like I do not, you might like the cream version better. This kind of smells vanilla-y. I find it much more pleasant. Ooh, there was one more in my little basket here from Kaja. I very rarely wear this. In fact, I wore this a lot in my 80s videos that I did last year. This is one of the Heart Melter Moisture Melt lip gloss sticks. And this is the shade, where's the shade? Sweet Talk. And it's like baby pink. Yeah, I definitely have to be wearing a certain look, I think, to even be able to pull it off. But when I do, I enjoy it. Okay, I think that's all the things. I did pull out quite a bit, and I actually have several videos coming up where I'm gonna be like testing out certain things and getting things together. So I have that makeup out on my vanity as well. I feel like I have kind of overrun with makeup at this moment, but just kind of a happy feeling. I'm enjoying just playing with all the makeup at the moment. It feels really good. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I really, again, hope that you are having a great day today. I will see you very soon in my next one. Bye.